In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect Nigerian ChinChin. Hello, welcome and welcome back again to my channel. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the perfect milky rich ChinChin recipe. This is a very easy recipe that you can follow, a very simple, well-dated recipe, and the outcome is super crunchy, full of milky flavor, and it will last you for as long as you want the chin chin to last. Alright, so if you want to know how to make this, keep watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel, and please don't forget to also share and turn on the post notification so you don't miss out on my videos. Alright, so to start with, you want to start by sifting your flour into a large mixing bowl. This will ensure that we get rid of any particles and lumps. And after sifting the flour, I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder. And I'm not adding too much baking powder because we don't need the chin chin to rise, and once it start rising it's going to look puffy, and that's not what I want. I don't want them to be too big, so I'm adding a little bit of baking powder to it. And also I went in with some sugar, and because we're making that milky rich chin chin recipe, I have my powdered milk added to the bowl as well. Here I have this coconut flour. This is not coconut flakes, it's coconut flour. Coconut is rich in milky flavor as well. So because of that, I'm adding that coconut flour to it. The coconut flour is totally optional, but if you have it, don't skip it. Try to add it. I tell you, it adds a lot of flavor, that coconut milky flavor to it. Alright, so I also went in with salt, and now stir all the dry ingredients together, and once they're nicely combined, I'll go in with my butter. I'm using margarine, and you can use any butter that you have. So this is cold margarine from the fridge. Make sure the margarine is not melting before adding it to this, because we need this chin chin to come out super crunchy and firm. Alright, so once I add the butter, I'm going to mix the butter in until it's well incorporated with the flour. You want to make sure this is well mixed into the flour. Alright, so once I'm done mixing in the butter, next I'm going to whisk 2 eggs, and then I will add it to it. Because we're making that rich milky chin chin, for my liquid I'm going to be using liquid milk. You can use water if that's what you want to use, but because this is milky rich chin chin, I'm going to be using liquid milk for this recipe. And also I'm going to be adding some condensed milk to this. I need the chin chin to smell milky. I need it to taste milky. I need it to just have that milky flavor and taste. Alright, so after adding the condensed milk, I went in with vanilla extract. If you want to use nutmeg, you're totally fine with it. You can use nutmeg, but for me, I want vanilla extract as my flavor, so I've gone in with vanilla extract. And then for the milk, I'm going to be adding it gradually. I'm using 1.5 cup of milk, so gradually I will add it because I don't want the texture of the dough to be too soft. We just need it to be soft, not too soft, because we need this to be, kind of hard, because we don't want to add too much flour when we are kneading this. We don't need too much flour to be added to it. So because of that, I'm going to be adding the milk, or whatever liquid you're going to be using. You just have to add it gradually until you reach the perfect consistency or texture that we are looking for. Alright, so as you add the milk, you want to knead the dough inside the bowl until everything comes together, until it forms into a dough. And then transfer to your clean work surface and continue to knead this until it's smooth. We need this to be smooth, and this is the texture that I'm going for. Not too soft, we just need it to be hard. And this is because we don't want to add too much flour to the dough. Alright, so once this is nice and smooth, just form it into a ball, and I'll go ahead and divide it into the very sizes that you can roll or that your work surface can take. Alright, after cutting, you want to grab each dough, smooth it very well, and next I'm going to sprinkle with a little bit of flour. This is to ensure that the rolling is going to come out very smooth and not stick to the work surface. Alright, so now grab your rolling pin and flatten this. You want to make sure it's well flattened because we don't want the chin chin to come out looking so big and puffy. We just need the chin chin to be, moderate. And when adding flour, do not add too much flour to your dough. Just sprinkle with a little bit of flour just to help prevent the dough from sticking to the work surface, and also to give you that smooth dough that we are looking for. Alright, so once you have rolled that out, trim the edges, make sure to cut out any rough edges, and now go ahead and slice this into your preferred size and shape. So when it comes to cutting, you can choose any shape and size that you want to cut your chin chin into. For me, this is what I am going for, not too big and not too small. So I just love these sizes, and for the chin chin I'm making right now is for the house. I'm not selling, in case you want to ask how much it will cost, how much is. So I don't sell these things. I just make them for the home. It's for the home, okay? Right, so once you're done cutting or slicing the chin chin, you want to transfer them to a flat tray. Just make sure to put them on a tray, and then go ahead and repeat until you're done with all the dough. So let me just repeat this last one for you to see. Once you have nicely flattened the dough, make sure it's not thick. Make sure it's not thick. Just make sure it's thin, not too thin as well, because we need the chin chin to come out perfect. So once that is done, go ahead and trim out the rough edges, and then slice this into your preferred sizes and shape. You choose whatever that works for you. Alright, so once we are done, we will transfer to a flat surface or a tray. Alright, so if you have watched to this point and just still watching, thank you so much for your genuine love and support. I truly appreciate. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed yet. And please don't forget to click on the bell notification so you don't miss out on my videos. And after cutting the chin chin, this is where I place them on a flat tray. So once I'm done with everything, I will set aside. Next, I have my oil on the heat. So you want to go ahead and preheat your oil, and once this is nice and hot, you can test with a toothpick or just drop one of the cut dough into the oil. And once this is nice and hot, reduce the heat to low medium heat because the oil is already hot and we don't want the flame to be too high for the chin chin. And once you have reduced the heat, go ahead and add in the cut dough into the oil and fry this on medium heat. Once you have added the chin chin or the cut dough, now bring the heat to medium heat, not high, because we don't want this to burn. And stir this instantly. Once you add the cut dough into the oil, you want to stir quickly because you don't want them to burn. And you want to fry this on medium heat, not low medium, not low and not high. Just make sure the heat is on medium heat, and you want to fry this until they are nice and slightly brown. And once they're ready, you want to take them out of the oil, transfer to a strainer, and allow them to stay there for a few minutes. Then transfer to your tray or a flat surface for them to cool down completely. And now you want to repeat frying this on medium heat until you're done frying everything. And once you want to remove this from the oil, reduce the heat to low heat to prevent them from burning, because everything is not going to go out of the oil at once. You're going to be gradually removing them until you're done with everything in the oil. So for them not to get burned, just make sure to reduce the heat to low heat as you remove them from the oil. And once you remove them, transfer to a strainer, allow them to stay in the strainer for some minutes and then transfer to a flat surface and allow them to cool down completely before you package or pack this. And to store this, you need an airtight container to store it. And if you want this to last long, just make sure it's completely cool before you pack it. And guys, this came out super flavorful, very tasty. The sugar wasn't much, it was just moderate, which I love about it. It was so good, very crunchy, not that hard crunchy, but that soft, melted mouth crunchiness. It was so good, so delicious. So if you enjoyed this recipe, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and don't forget to leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Enjoy.